Hi, I'm Tom Dorsey, President of Dorsey Wright and Associates, and we want to take a little time today and talk about international investing. One of the things that we do is we follow many, many countries around the world. If I were to put out a PowerPoint presentation, I would want you to see the Earth, probably with a neon sign above the Earth, the blue Earth, neon sign saying open for business. And the world is open for business. And one of the best places to have invested since January of 2009 has been the emerging markets. And these are the smaller types of markets. One of the places in particular that has been really a great place to invest is emerging Europe, which is your smaller Eastern European countries. If you ranked all 46 places in the world, countries in the world that had viable stock exchanges, you'd find Russia was ranked number 1. And out of 46, United States is ranked number 41. You wouldn't think that as an American. You would think, gee, this is the greatest place in the world to invest, but we're ranked number 41 as far as performance is concerned out of 46 different countries. There are far better places in the world to invest your money than in the United States itself. Although most Americans prefer to have at least a foothold in the United States because they understand these companies and they know these companies. We work off what we call a three-legged stool. One of the legs of the stool is U.S. equities, and it's guided by our bullish percent index, which is one of our most important market indicators that allows us to understand offense or defense with respect to the U.S. markets. The other is our dynamic asset level investing model, which will put us in the right place, the right asset class. In other words, it really positions your aircraft carrier to begin moving in the right direction. And that aircraft carrier might be is only 2 places in the dollar you can be in level 1 investing, and that would be could be U.S. equities, it could be foreign currencies, it could be international equities, it could be commodities, it could be fixed income, it could even be money market, because in the year 2008, our dynamic asset level investing model did not allow us to own any stocks through 2008. It was really kind of an interesting condition in which it operates itself by comparing and contrasting all of the asset classes and then comparing and contrasting all of the units that make up the asset classes, and didn't allow us to own any stocks at all in 2008. Right now we have been in U.S. equities and foreign equities, and in particular emerging markets, and then even focused more like a laser in Eastern European emerging markets. There's a whole world out there. And we have basically modeled the world, or at least we're on the path of doing that. Right now we have models in Egypt, 2 in Malaysia. One is a Sharia compliant model, which is the Islamic religion's approved stocks. One is on the Malaysian market itself. We have a model in Indonesia, Australia. In China, we can't even invest in this one. This is only for Chinese people, but we run that model anyway because the laws may change one day. We want it to be running, and it's automatically going for those who live in China. But we also have a model for those who are who want to invest in the B shares of China, which would be primarily found in Hong Kong. We have models in Europe, which are Germany, Sweden. Numerous models there. In fact, I have my money right now in Egypt. Of course, in Egypt, I'm in cash because money market has overtaken on a relative strength basis the equities in Egypt. But the ones that I'm still in as far as equities are concerned is Indonesia, Malaysia, Germany, Canada, and Hong Kong. We have the ability to model the world, and that's exactly what we're doing. When I talk about modeling, you have the ability, let's say at Fidelity Investments, which now allows you to invest directly in country, in currency, in 12 different countries. And the countries I just mentioned to you are part of that lineup. You have that ability to go and open an account and do this yourself. Or you can do it through a professional that's a client at DWA. Most of the large brokerage firms have what we call an overnight desk that allows you, while you have your account at Merrill Lynch, let's say, or Smith Barney or Morgan Stanley, to execute foreign trades overnight and hold them in your account in U.S. dollars. You have that capability. You also have the capability to invest online, because as I mentioned, the world is open for business. Take Indonesia, for instance, at esamuel.com, you can invest there. OSK in Malaysia. Sanford in Perth, Australia. I mean, there's all kinds of online operations, and they're first rate, that allow you to invest directly in country. So the world is really open for business to you, and what Dorsey Wright is doing is modeling the world on an individual stock basis, and I think you'll find this rather interesting. We'd like to invite any of you to come to www.dorseyWright.com. Take a free trial of our research. If you're an individual investor, we have what I would suggest is Charts Plus, and that gives you, in essence, the world. Once you understand and you've read my book on point and figure charting and you understand our concepts, it will make much more sense to you. So I invite you to come and take that free trial. Also watch the video that's out on www.dorseyWright.com on the homepage. And it's a video that we did with Tammy, myself, Joseph Rosello, and his partner to show you where the exchange-traded funds actually started. And I think you'll find it very interesting. It's kind of like Paul Harvey's Now You Know the Rest of the Story. So at any rate, behind us, we wanted to do this video with the map behind us to give you an idea that the world is open to business for you, and we are modeling the world. So come to DWA and see what we can do to help you invest.